All right. So you guys can see my screen here.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get this show on the road here. Just let me start this slideshow and we can go. All right. Well, guys, again, my name is Kelvin Turner. I'm a local business here in Southern California. I've had a variety of different businesses in my life, and the business that I've been doing for the past 20 years, I actually just stopped this to do this business full time. And folks, I mean, you don't give up a lucrative business just to give it up. Obviously, if you're gonna give up something, there's got to be something better. And so, folks, I want you to understand something. What I'm about to show you guys tonight, it's going to blow your mind. Now, a little bit about myself also is I'm also being mentored by millionaires. Okay, 3 to 4 times a week, I have meetings with them. I talk with them, and they ask me, they say, "Well, Kelvin, do you actually know what it takes to actually become a millionaire?" And they tell me this: it's not your work ethic, it's not your education, it's not your brains, it's actually your imagination. Your imagination is the most important thing that you have to actually become successful. I mean, think about it. That chair that you're sitting in right now was thought up in somebody's imagination first. That house that you're living in, that car that you're driving, everything was always once someone's imagination. So this is what I'm going to ask you guys to today. I just want to sit back, and I just want you guys to use your imagination. I want you guys to imagine yourself becoming a millionaire if you're not a millionaire already. But, that's why I like having these quotes up here, because it says this. Einstein says, we all know who Einstein is, I hope, but Einstein says this: the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. So, guys, I'm going to stretch your imagination to the fullest this evening. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you guys remember when the world, it seemed like it was such a large place? I mean, but with technology moving faster and faster, you can't keep up with it. And then the internet came, and it just changed everything. I mean, we can send information all over the world in seconds. It changed the way we shop. It changed the way we do business. For instance, every morning I get up and I play a little golf game on my tablet. But when I'm playing this golf game, I'm playing people from New Zealand. I'm playing people from Brazil. I'm playing people from China. I'm playing people from all over the world. But it's just like he's sitting right next to me. We're communicating back and forth. We're talking and playing a game, and it just goes seamlessly. And as a kid, could we imagine something like that? When we saw things like that, what came to our mind was pretty much what? The Jetsons, But we're kind of moving toward that right now. And what happened is the world became a smaller place. Now, say, for instance, if you have your cell phone with your cell phone, you literally have the whole world in your hand. I mean, you can actually send a picture right now and get to someone in another part of the world and can get there in a matter of seconds. We can communicate, we can text, we can talk, all this. We can do business. I mean, the world has become a smaller place. Now, one of the things, though, even though the world got smaller, America is still the place that you want to be. I mean, I don't see people breaking in doors down trying to get to China or trying to get to Brazil or trying to get to these other countries. No, we have people right now coming to America, pledging their allegiance to America. I mean, right now, there are people all around this world saying, man, if I can just get to America, oh, if I can just get to America, all my dreams will come true. Guys, I in my business, I've met some immigrants just like this. And they tell me they came to this country with 50 cents in their pockets. And now they're multimillionaires. I had one of my customers, this guy, his son got a girl pregnant. He went out and had a house, a multi-million-dollar house built next door to him just so he could watch the grandkid. I mean, the son's not even there. Could you imagine having that much money? And he came to this country with 50 cents to his pocket. And why are people doing that? They're doing that because of opportunity. Now, this is what I like what Thomas Edison says. It says opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. Now, again, I met a guy, and this guy was telling me a story. And he said he had met this young man, and this guy said he took him to a hangar, and he showed him these two little raggedy planes. And he said this, I'm going to take these planes, and I'm going to deliver packages all around the world. The guy looked at those planes and said, good luck. Well, guess what? That company turned out to be Federal Express. I mean, the guy invested in something. He said, I don't even know what I invested in. It just lost money. But he said, I had an opportunity to be an owner of Federal Express from the beginning. But what happened was when he saw those planes, it looked like a lot of work. It looked like it was dressed in overalls because the planes were raggedy. You see, when you're looking for opportunity, it doesn't come in a pretty boat. It doesn't come wrapped up and it looks like this. You don't know how it comes or where it comes from. But guess what? Opportunity does come, but you got to know what to look for and know when you see a good opportunity, when you see it. And folks, by the end of this presentation, I'm telling you, I'm going to give you a fantastic opportunity. You see, if you're looking for an excuse, you can find one. But if you're looking for an opportunity, you can find one of those too. So I'm assuming by you guys being on the call, you're looking for an opportunity. You're not looking for an excuse. And if you're looking for an opportunity, guys, you're gonna find one here tonight. See, our problem is here in America, especially, I'll say our people, we were taught what to think and not how to think. You see, we all can go along with these cliches. Go to school, make good grades so you can get a good what? Job. Well, okay. Money doesn't grow on what? Trees. Now, I've never had a conversation with a lot of people here, and I met them just a few weeks ago or a year ago. But how come we all know the same language? How do we know the same cliches? Isn't that interesting? Money can't buy you what? Happiness. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I've been rich and I've been poor. I've been rich. I'm telling you guys, I've been rich with no money. I'm sorry, I've been rich and unhappy, and I've been poor and unhappy. And I can assure you guys, rich and unhappy is a lot better than poor and unhappy. At least you can go somewhere and do something if you got some money. You know, so money may not buy you happiness, but man, it can put a good down payment on you. What does it say? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You see, all that led to this thing right here. It led to what is called the rat race, where you wake up, run to work 9 to 5, have dinner, and go back to bed. Wake up, run to work. And the cycle goes on. And some people put up with this cycle for 20, 30, 40 years. They put up with this cycle. Can you imagine that? Now, you remember when you first got that job? How happy you were? But after a little while, you're looking like that. Or you got to deal with all the people who gossip. Or you get overflooded with paperwork. Or my wife's favorite, the staff meetings. The long, boring staff meetings. You guys remember some of those things. And then you get in this cycle right here. Go to work, get a paycheck, pay your bills, lifestyle, or however you want to put it, lifestyle, then pay your bills. But you stretch your money. You have no savings. You're in debt. I mean, by the end of the month, you got more month left than money. How many people have been there? And then all of a sudden you go to work and you're not happy and you deal with these crazy folks at work and you just, you know what, you just feel like you just gotta just explode. And you feel like,
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
Now, can I get an amen, somebody? Has anybody felt like that on their job? Where people just bother them and mess with them? I said, well, what you say, one more word. Y'all gonna have to send me home. Okay. And guess what? We wake up, get ready, and we want to get back in that rat race again. Man, is that crazy or what? But you know what? Some of us said, you know what? We want to get out of that rat race and we want to start living. And in 2020 said, this is going to be our year. But what happened? Corona hit us. I mean, the world got sick. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people are dying. Matter of fact, I had a friend that died. I had friends that got real sick from Corona, and they're saying this, guys. They just did a study by the University of Washington, and they're saying by March they're expecting 500,000 people to die from this. Folks, our world is changing. But I'm gonna ask you a question: is it changing, or has it changed already? Folks, are we living in our new normal right now? I mean, jobs have left, and some of these jobs may not have come back. I mean, some of these jobs have been around for over 80 years, and they're gone and saying they're never going to open doors again. What if you had worked for one of those companies? I mean, you look at it. Look at the restaurant businesses. The buffet thing it's pretty much gone, guys. We're living in a new time. Folks, if you go to Washington, I ain't want to talk about the White House and what's going on there. And then you got the Senate and the House of Representatives, and they're fighting back and forth, trying to figure out how much money should we give them, should we not give them, should we do this and that. And and people's lives are dependent on it. I don't know about you, but I do not want to be a pawn in that game. But folks, when your job is at stake, when your livelihood is at stake, you are a pawn in that game. I was hearing some crazy statistics going on today about all the money that was going to corporations that don't even need the money. I heard they gave a gas station, I forgot what state it was, they gave this gas station $150,000, and they used that money to put up billboards saying, support Trump. And here we are, people need help, people need money in the games that people are playing. Look at what's going with the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, right now, they're fighting to take your health care away. Look at the voting rights that they've taken away. Folks, are we going forward or are we going backwards? Guys, the only people that you can count on is yourself. So look at it, unemployment at an all-time high. I mean, people are right now sitting at their table wondering, how are we going to pay our bills? Folks, if you're doing good, that's great. But what about our friends and family? And they're sitting back there, what if? What if we don't get our stimulus? What if this doesn't happen? What if my job doesn't come back? Homes, foreclosures is going to be an all-time high. I'm hoping you're not in that situation. Guys, people who live in apartment complexes and things like that, actually trying to get their rent canceled. God, listen to this. You have an apartment owner, okay? Things aren't going well for him. He can't pay his mortgage on his apartment complexes or his rental properties. You're fine, you can pay it, but he's using that money to live off. You could be doing everything right and get kicked out of your home. Folks, this is a scary time. And are you really looking at it, and are you preparing yourself for this time? Look at that. People are moving and living in their cars now. Guys, over 40% of Americans can't afford an unexpected emergency. I mean, $500 to $1,000 can have you living in your car, or have you homeless, or living on the street. I'm not making this up. You watch the news, you've heard the stories. You've probably met somebody like that. Folks, most people are one emergency away from a disaster. And folks, if you're good, that's fantastic. But guess what? What about your family? And I say this, you better, cash in on those IRAs or your 401ks, because you may have to send some money to help somebody. Or you may go to, Costco and Walmart and buy you some blow-up mattresses, because guess who's going to be living on your floor? Because if you're doing well and they're not, they say, well, I know cousin so-and-so, or I know my brothers do. And what you going to do? Tell them no? Guys, we need to wake up and really start to look at our future. Look at this. Out of 100 people by the age of 65, look at this, 49% will be dependent on family, friends, or government. Remember talking about them blow-up mattresses, or giving out those loans? 29 will be dead. 12 will be broke. 5 will still be working. 4 will be financially independent, and 1 will be rich. Now, I'm gonna leave this chart up just for a second because I need to figure out, you guys, look at this. In other words, 95% will be either dead or dead broke. So guys, look at this. Where do you see yourself in this chart? I'm hoping you guys would be in that 4 or that 1. I want to get past that. I want to be in that little 0.5%, that little quarter, 1/10 of a percentage where they talking about people who are just wealthy. See, that's where I want to be. And guess what, guys? If you stick around to the end of this call, I'm going to show you how you can get into that little tiny 1/4%. Don't pass that financially independent and past that will be rich. We're going to show you how you can make enough money for your children's children. All right. So I know I said a lot of stuff out there, but seriously, in this country, all that's going on today, can you build wealth? And the answer is yes. And you ask me how? Well, first of all, you got to take inventory of yourself. That's the one. You need to figure out where you are. Do you actually know where you are right now? How many years do you have to work before you retire? Ask yourself that. How many years do I have to work before I retire? How much money do I need to retire? Will I have enough to retire? I have no idea where that 9 came from. I was changing that at the last second, but okay. Where do I see myself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Folks, I can tell you, if you're not doing anything and you're doing the same old things after that, I know where you're going to be, and you know where you're going to be also. Guys, listen, if you're hanging around 10 drunks, who's going to be the 11th drunk? Possibly you. Now, guys, I know this is an exaggeration, but this is what I'm trying to say. If you're hanging around people who aren't going anywhere, you're going where they're going, which is nowhere. But guys, if you're hanging around 10 millionaires, who's going to be the 11th millionaire? You. Folks, what we're saying is this. As you're asking yourself, where am I? What do I need to do? What am I going? You got to check out your environment. You got to check out the people that you're hanging around. Are you hanging out people who have your best interests at heart? Are you hanging out people, they just want to party and have a good time? Don't even care about the future. The good part about it is life is, man, there's choices, guys. And the thing about choices is this. You can add up all the choices that you've made throughout your life. Take a look at your life and say, I am right where I'm supposed to be. Because the choices that you've made put you there. And if you don't like where you are, don't you think you might have to make some different choices? I would hope so. Folks, you can't get to where you're going doing the same thing. And see, when I'm meeting with those guys and I'm talking with them, they say, Kelvin, you got to be a whole new Kelvin. Say, that old Kelvin, he's okay, but if you want to get to where you want to go to, you got to reinvent yourself. You got to get new habits. You got to hang around different people, and that's why I'm hanging out with the guys with Men Who Surge, because these are the guys that want to go out and they want to have money for their children's children. Is that right, guys?
That's right.
You can thumbs up, shake your head, wave your hand, all this other stuff.
Absolutely.
See, those are the people that you want to hang around with. Okay. I got my friends, I got my family, and I love them dearly. But guess what? If they're not going where I'm going, I can't allow them to slow me down. I'm on a plan. If you want to hang out with me, jump on my train. Come with me, because I'm going somewhere. So, and that's what I tell them. Guys, this is what we want you to do. We're going to ask you to joint venture with us. We want to joint venture with you. And we want to help you and work with you to build a team. Remember, I talked about taking advantage of these new technologies and all this stuff that happen. I'm going to tell you about later. We're going to want you to take advantage of the technology. One of them is Zoom, okay? And with that, we're going to help you build a winning organization, guys. How does everybody build a winning organization? I don't know about you, but that sounds fantastic to me. Okay. I mean, to make money, you're doing it with a team. Most people don't get rich by themselves. They get rich with a team. Because you can go faster, you can go farther faster with a group than you can by yourself. And that's what we're going to do with you. We're going to help you build a winning organization. Now, guys, to make money, you got to have what? We're going to say money. Yeah, but you got to have a business, guys. Unless your job is paying you millions of dollars, you know what? You got to have a business if you want to make some money. I mean, your job just don't, okay? So, listen. Now, guys, I need you to put your business caps on because we're about to start talking business, okay? So pay attention, okay? It's not about you, okay? I want you to hear that. And this is what I mean by about you. It says, Warren Buffett says this, things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the thing the world does should be a business of yours. Folks, if the world like eating hamburgers and you can't stand hamburgers, but you have an opportunity to get an In-N-Out burger or a McDonald's, but you don't eat hamburgers, that's crazy. You're going to get the McDonald's. Okay? So when I say this next phrase, take yourself out, we're just talking about what the world likes to do. And guess what? Travel is the world's largest industry. It's been that for decades. It's still the world's largest industry, even though people aren't traveling as much right now. So what I'm saying is this, if the world likes to travel, maybe there's some money in there for you. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Look at this. Travel is an $8.3 trillion industry. It does that per year, $22 billion per day, $947 million per hour, $263,000 per second. Guys, I'm about to break it down. I'm gonna give you a visual, and it's gonna tell you what it really looks like.
The coffee industry is $100 billion. So $100 billion every year is spent around the world on coffee. Each one of these gumballs represents $1 billion in annual sales. There's 100 gumballs in here. This is the coffee industry. So Starbucks, if they want to, let's say they're brand new and they're starting out and they've got this goal to become $1 billion company, they need to carve out 1% of that pie. So they would need to have this much of that pie, 1%. So it's really, a small percentage of this overall pie. They've been more successful than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do about $8 billion in sales. That's a pretty significant portion of the entire worldwide global sales of coffee. The nutrition industry is $226 billion every year is spent on nutrition. So again, each one of these gumballs represents $1 billion in sales. So here's the coffee industry, here's the nutrition industry. And by the way, you may not know this or not, but over half of all the network marketing companies on the planet today, they're nutrition companies. Now let's talk about the travel industry. We need a bigger base here. All right, here's the travel industry. Pretty impressive, right? Well, it doesn't stop there. That's pretty big, right? There's more. But wait, there's more. And one more. All right. So here's coffee. Here's nutrition, the entire nutrition industry. Here's travel.
Wow. Now, is that impressive, guys? Let's put these business caps back on again. I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you rather have a large piece of a small pie, or would you have a small piece of a large pie? Okay. Somebody mute themselves. I gotta know if I'm talking to business people out there. Somebody said, what would you rather have? The large piece? Come on, tell me. Somebody tell me.
Small piece of the
Small
large
piece of a large pie.
So I'm talking to business people out there. That's right. You want a small piece of a large pie. Okay? Because guess what? That gumball, one of those gumballs is $1 billion. Well, the company that you work for now, do they make $1 billion? Guys, all we're asking for is a little piece, and a little piece will make us extremely wealthy. Just a piece. 1% of that is $800 billion. 1%. Guys, the top network marketing company is Amway, and it does $8 billion a year. Which is 1%. Can you imagine all that money coming to your pocket? Guys, come on now, put your business hats on.
One of my favorite.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you think that I'm wrong, okay, let me ask you a question. If you had all the time and the money in the world, what would you do more of? You're gonna travel. What are you gonna do? You got all this money, you're gonna stay at home? Even if you gotta travel on business, you're gonna travel. Guys, you're gonna get away with a significant other, get out with the family, or just go to an exotic location somewhere. But you're not gonna stay home, especially if you're married. You ain't gonna stay home. She's gonna make sure you spend some of that money, guys. Well, come on now, let's real talk. Where would you rather be right now? Home or on vacation?
Vacation.
I'd rather be on vacation. We all would. So don't you think that is a smart business that everybody would like to be on vacation? Folks, let's put these business hats on. Maybe you don't want to go, but other people do. Okay, we're just talking business, okay, guys? Just talking business. Would you rather be there or would you rather be here? No, you want to be doing this. Look at it, they're about to go. Look how happy they look. Guys, come on. You know you'd rather be there too. I know I would. Come on. And these people figured it out. They said, okay, the world has changed. So what we're going to do is remember technology is moving faster and faster. So they developed a new technology. You don't go to the travel agent anymore. You don't call the hotels anymore. What you do is you go online and you book yourself a trip, right? We all do that. I do it. You do it. So that's a smart business move. And guess what? It was even smarter. Expedia owns all these other companies. And Priceline owns the other ones. But it's so much money out there. Why can't we get our share too? So guess what? What if we offered you the opportunity to own your own Expedia-like website where you can get paid commission whenever you booked on it. Your customers booked all by themselves from anywhere in the world, and you can give them VIP customer special prices for discount saving portals. And you get paid 60% every time they save money. You make 60% of that. What is your business mind telling you? That is a hell of a good deal. People are going anyway. They're paying millions of dollars to talk to your friends and your families. Okay, they're paying it. So they already know how to use this thing. All you gotta do is show them yours. So we have we have two packages called the travel income package and the travel owner package. Now, this is the travel income package. This is that savings portal, that booking engine that I was telling you about. You get to have your own. Guys, they pay millions for that. You're not going to pay nowhere near that. And your friends can go on vacation, your family, your co-workers, your church, use that, and you get to make some money. And I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Look at this. New York, 3-night weekends. Lowest internet price, $1,174. Okay. Now, look at that Vortex price, $800. That means they saved $374. You earn $224. Guys, are they gonna be mad at you for saving money? No. Matter of fact, they're gonna think you're a good friend, and you're gonna think they're a great friend because you made $224. They were going anyway. It's just that you had the opportunity to beat a Fortune 500 company by coming to work with us. Guys, look at this. Family vacation, 7 nights, 2 bedrooms, lowest internet price. This is out there by the Disney in Orlando, Florida type deal. But look at there, $1,641 lower internet price. But because they took your Vortex, they only paid $1,167. Okay, they saved $474 and you made $284. What is that called? To me, that's called a win-win. They saved, you made money. A friend of mine went to Europe for a whole month. He was only supposed to go for 2 weeks, but he had to stay an extra 2 weeks. He only saved $20 a night, but he stayed a month. He saved $500. I made over $350. I'm happy. He was extremely happy. And this cat is an international banker, dude. I mean, everybody likes to save money, guys. So that's one of us. The other one, we have what is called like it's a travel agency, okay? And we have what is called multiple businesses. One, you can be like a cruise planner or a destination wedding, a corporate travel. You can do all these things, and I'm gonna show you real quickly how you can make some money with that also. Like a cruise planner. It says this guy volunteered and he made like $15,000. But why should I tell you what this guy did when I got a guy on the line who actually did it and made some money? Mr. Mott, can you tell the people what happened?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Calvin. It was great. I came into the business and I just did what they told me. They gave me the blueprint. I followed their instructions. I did a travel for one of my relatives. And guess what? I did it. I made about $21,400. All I did is, hey, put it together. People were booking inside cabins, outside cabins, suites, all kinds of things, hotels, rental cars, excursions. And guess what? I just went home with the check and had a lot of fun while I was there. It was amazing.
Yeah, guys, did you hear what he just said? He just booked a family cruise and made $21,000. Let's say you don't make let's say you made $5,000. Oh, did you have to pay or did you go for free?
Went for free.
Well, oh, God, and you went for free too. So actually, that really added to it because you didn't even pay for the cruise. So, guys, listen to that. I mean, what if you made $5,000 on it? What if you made 10? What if you had a bigger cruise than he did? Guys, it's up to you. This guy did a little frat thing and he made $8,600. Not bad, man. Look. I'd rather have a part-time job doing that than working someplace else. I don't know about you, but that seemed a lot more fun. I think I can knock at least 2 or 3 of those things out a year. Okay, just business hat, just making something I want you to think. Okay, remember I said use that imagination. Keep using that imagination, guys. Start thinking, oh, I know all these people. I got my church. Oh, you got your church. Okay, well, let's talk about your church. Look what this church did. Okay. This church went out and they did a trip to the Holy Land. And enough people went on that the pastor went for free. They went for free and they earned $21,000. Now, guys, I know a lot of people aren't traveling as much right now, but you think an industry that big is going to be stopped? No, we're going to get back and we're going to be traveling again. And guys, it's going to be like a slingshot. These guys are going to be ready to go. They've been cooped up in the house. They're ready to get out. I know you're ready to get out. We're all ready to get out. And guys, when that stuff happens, you guys better be ready. Be ready. Be ready to start cruising. Be ready to go wherever you need to go. Get ready to have some fun and get paid. That's all I'm trying to tell you. What does TD Jakes say? Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, folks. Get ready. because we're going to put some people in office that's going to make sure we get rid of this darn thing so we can get out and get back to a little more normal. So guys, that is called our travel income package, okay? Where you get the booking agent, and then you have like the travel agency where Dennis was able to book those trips, and he made the $21,000. Guys, that particular thing is only $200 and $99 and $99.95 a month. Okay, folks, y'all, I should sound like y'all don't hear me. Only $299 and $99.95 a month. Okay, to start a business that you can start making. Why you gonna start a business like that, man? It costs more to get your credentials to be a travel agent than to start a business, guys. For only $299. And folks, I've had businesses, and I wish I could pay $99 a month to run a business. Folks, there are people dreaming to pay that little money to run a business, guys. So that's just awesome. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. It gets better. We have what is called the travel owner package. The travel owner package, it gives you a special membership. Why are rich people rich? One reason, because they don't pay full price for anything. They're smart, folks. So if they don't pay full price for anything, that means they get to keep more of their what? Money. So look at this with this membership. When I first saw this membership, you see where it says total member savings, $77 million. I saw it a few years ago. I think about 4 years ago, it was only $3 million. And I was impressed with the $3 million. Look at it. It's $77 million in savings, guys. What is that telling you? Okay, I'm going to keep saying it because I want you guys thinking like business people. Put that business hat on. Wait a minute. You mean it was $3 million in savings a few years, and now it's $77 million? See, if I'm an investor, if I'm looking to put my money in something, I want to put my money in something that people are taking advantage of, people are using. Folks, can you see that? That's telling me something right there. Do you want to put your money in something that's flatline, or you want something that's moving up? Guys, that is moving up. That is where you want to put your money, okay? So I was told I was talking to business people. So business people right now, y'all can see the opportunity, okay? Stevie Wonder could see this, okay? That's how good this opportunity is, guys. Fantastic opportunity. Now, we're gonna put a retail value of that of $30,000, and I'm gonna tell you why we do a retail value of $30,000. For one reason. Years ago, I went to one of these timeshare presentations, and it wasn't timeshare. It was this. It was a vacation membership package. It was $28,000 for that. That was over 20-something years ago. Do you think it went up, or do you think it went down? I believe it went up, and I think it went up quite a bit. Why are people paying all that money to go on vacation? Well, I'm gonna tell you. One reason is because of the savings. Look at this. Las Vegas, 7 nights. Okay, you see this right to the left here? 7 nights, four adults, 2-bedroom, $1,386, lowest internet price. But look at our price, guys. Look at our price, $459. You saved $927. You know what's a shame? I got to continue this presentation. Y'all should be saying, where should I sign right now? But okay, you might need a little more coasting. So let me go ahead and show you something else. Look at that. Alaska cruise. 2 adults. Look at that. $4,720. $3,527 for our top members. That's $1,193 in savings. Guys, which one would you rather pay? The $427 or the $35? That should be telling you, if you're going to be making some money, you're going to need that membership. And I'm going to give you one more. Bora Bora. Why should you go to Bora Bora? Well, number one, you get $3,486. You got a $3,020. I can't even say the savings is so good. It's over 50%. Okay, you're saving over 50%. Man, you know, the only part I hate about Zoom, because I know if I was live with some people, I'd be hearing some screaming right now. So, but that's okay. I can use my imagination. I hear you screaming. I feel you screaming. I feel your excitement. I know you're excited. Yeah, I do this every day and I'm excited. I do these presentations 3 or 4 times a day. I'm still excited. Why? Because of the savings are so fantastic. I use them and take advantage of them. And I'm sure the people who are in this business, they do too. Guys, come on. Why would you pay full price if you don't have to? But was it even more? You get discounts at over more than 18,000 restaurants. We also, for all these trips that you take, you get what is called reward credits. You can use your reward credits. Dennis, what did you use your reward credits on?
I use one Christmas gifts, going out to eat. My family we went to dinner one time.
No, tell me the big one. Tell me the big one you use your reward credit for.
Oh, another cruise?
Oh my God, he took another cruise with reward credits. So you don't even have to, you don't have to use it. You can use it on a free vacation. I'm hoping you guys are thinking, man, I need to get this thing. If I'm talking to business people, that's what you're really thinking right now, guys. Guys, but here's the cool part about this. Okay. Now, you're going to get both of these. You're going to get the Vortex, which is the booking engine, the travel agency, the travel owner package. You're not going to pay $35,000. No, I'm going to cross that. You're only going to pay $499 and $99.95 a month thereafter. I know I heard somebody screaming in their head, saying, "Oh, that's a great deal. That's a fantastic deal." Because it is. It is a fantastic deal, guys. It's an awesome deal. One vacation a year, I pay for that. Come on. Think about your wives now. Ladies, thinking about get away with your girls. Think about having a good time getting out. Remember I said, what did I say? Use your imagination at the beginning. Well, because if I'm over here talking all year and I don't know, this might not be for you. But if you hear what I'm saying and you're tuning in what I'm saying, guys, I know for a fact how you can see that you can really take advantage of this opportunity. And guess what? This is the peanuts. I didn't even talk to you about making the real money yet. I'm just talking the peanuts, guys. So it's even going to get better than it already is. And it's already fantastic. Because look at this. If you stay with our company and you stay a member for 12 consecutive months, that means pay you $99.95, okay, for 12 consecutive months, you get a vacation at a 7-night stay at an exotic resort. Did I say Motel 6? I didn't say Motel 6, did I? I didn't say the Hampton Inn. I said, no, I said a resort, guys. You're going to stay at a resort that can sleep up to 7, 8 people. You can bring other families with you. Look at this. Never miss another vacation. An annual 7-night vacation reward destination. 134 in North America and the Caribbean, 23 in Central and South America, 44 in Europe, 26 in Asia, Africa, or the South Pacific. You don't have to sell a goddamn thing. And you get this. You don't have to sell nothing. I said dang. I didn't say dang. I said dang. You don't have to sell a guy. I said God, not God, God. Okay, let me hear that. But you don't have to sell nothing. Guys, let me tell you how fantastic this is. In network marketing, you have to buy the products every month. Okay, I was with a network marketing company. It cost $25,000 to get in. Now, that was the top level, and you can go as 5,000 or whatever. These guys were buying $25,000. They were selling water filters. Okay, they had a garage, and every month they were filling their garage full of water filters. But some of them cats were making $1 million a month, though. Okay, but then again, you know, then you have all these other companies, and at the end of the month, at the end of the year, guess what they do with all their product? They give them to you as Christmas gifts. Has anybody ever got any? A Christmas gift from someone with a network marketing company? Well, I've gotten some, okay, because they couldn't move it, but you get stuck with inventory. I saw a special on 2020. They talking about people with Herbalife. I need to knock Herbalife because they make a lot of money. People make a lot of money in Herbalife. I am not knocking Herbalife. Y'all heard that? I said I'm not knocking them. But here's the thing. Yeah, I know but cancels everything out. But here's the thing. These guys got those, what are those things called? When you store the storage things, They got storage things every month that they have to keep their supply filled up. With us, you just get to go on vacation. Come on, man. Can't beat it. But look at the benefits. Work from home, no experience required. Virtual training, VIP travel benefits, low startup costs, build a team, expert support, private booking site. Guys, if you never made a dime in this company, you made a dime because you got the tax deduction. If you got up and did nothing, you made money because you got a tax deduction. Because you're keeping more of your money. Unlimited earnings, though. It didn't say capped. It said unlimited earnings, time freeings. Bring your families together, experience different cultures, and folks, enhance your lifestyle. Isn't that awesome? So in our company, we have over 32 income streams. All right. I shared a couple with you, but I'm about to share my favorites. Okay. Now, I don't know about you. Somebody answer me, how does unlimited $1,000 bonuses sound to you?
Great.
That sounds great.
Amazing.
I said unlimited $1,000 bonuses. I didn't say limited, because does $10,000 unlimited bonuses sound better?
Yes.
I'm going to show you how you can get those in the next few minutes. Folks, I'm going to show you how you can turn your annual income into a monthly income. But who wants to hear that?
Me.
Okay. I just want to, okay, I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. That's all. I'm making sure I'm not hearing any snoring. I'm imagining people are excited and they're screaming. So I don't know. I can't see everybody. But this maybe this will tickle your fancy. I want you to see some of these checks here. Look at this right here. This is a $50,000 check. Okay, this lady made that in 82 days. A $250,000 check, $1 million check, $1 million check, a $10 million check, another $10 million check, a $2.5 million check. God, who wants to know how they can get one of them checks? Somebody better raise their hand, because I'm gonna stop this presentation right now.
Me?
Nobody want to hear about that. So please, great. So somebody wants to hear about how you can get one of those checks. Again, I want you to use that imagination. I want you guys to see your name on these checks. Mr. Shields, what name do you see on your check? That 1 million or that 10 million?
At 10 million, of course.
10 million. Okay. All right. Anybody see their name on a $50,000 check? Well, I got to get that one before I get the $10 million check. So, then the 1 million and all the other stuff, guys. We're about to have some fun, guys, because we're about to really break this thing down and show you how you can change your family's life. I'm going to show you how you can have money for your children's children's children. Now, who want to know about that? But before I do that, I got to show you an income disclaimer. And this says this, this thing is just basically on your activity. I'm not just saying you're going to wake out of bed and you're going to have a check for $10 million. I ain't said that. Anybody hear me say that? It's being recorded. I'm saying, I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you a formula. If you follow the formula, you'll make more money than you ever thought of. But if you don't follow the formula, I mean, we can give you everything we need, but we can't give you the desire. But if you have the desire, we can make all this stuff work for you. So are you with me? So I'm going to ask someone a question. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. Now, Mr. Shields, can you help me for a minute?
Yes, sir.
I picked Mr. Shields because he looked like a businessman. So I'm gonna talk business with a businessman. Okay, so we just a couple of guys having lunch, talking business. And I met you, and I'm just gonna show you an opportunity. And the opportunity is this. I'm gonna show you how to turn your annual income into a monthly income. That's a great conversation to have with people. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
And most people would want that, okay? As long as they're not scared. So, and then I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Shields, that I'm gonna show you a program how you can retire in 12 months. Now, I don't know if you're retired or not or anything like that, but let's just say, for instance, that you're not, okay? Just play along with me. We're just using our imagination. We're just talking. So, now, and then I'm gonna say, Mr. Shields, I'm gonna show you a formula here, and the formula is called 3+1, okay? And the 3+1, that's really just people. I'm gonna show you how with 4 people, you'll have enough money for your children's children's children. And I'm gonna say to you, how does that sound to you?
Outstanding.
It's outstanding. So that tells me, okay, I got a guy here. He's sharp. He want to talk some business. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Now, Mr. Shields, to get started on our program, you have to be what is called an SBA. Okay. Now, an SBA it gives you the ability to be a consultant, so you can show people how to get started in business. Being a consultant, that's a pretty lucrative business, isn't it? Being a consultant. Consultants make a lot of money. So I'm talking to you about becoming a consultant. Okay. Now, your consultant fee to get started to move the club is going to cost you $79. Okay, and $19.95 a month to keep your consultant fee license, shall we say. Okay. Now, here's the cool part about it, though. You're going to get 24 hours to decide if you want the tip or the top program. But you're a businessman, so I know you're going to go with the top. So we're just going to talk about the top, okay?
Okay.
So, but here's the thing. They're going to give you a $50 credit off one of those programs. So it's still going to bring the product to right around $499 for the top program, okay? So, and then I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to say, well, Mr. Shields, do you know anybody that would like to become rich? And I would say, can you give me 4 names? And can I have those 4 names, please?
Raymond. David. Lewis.
Lewis? Is his last name Lanham? Because I don't want it to be the same Lewis that I got. No, okay, Lewis.
And Robert.
Okay. All right. So we got Raymond, David, Lewis, and Robert. Okay. And we're going to give them a call, and we're going to share this opportunity. And if they're a smart businessman, like you're a smart businessman, they're going to say, I see this. This is fantastic. Where do I sign? How do I become a consultant? Great. Now, when they sign up and become a consultant, guess what happens? All right. We're going to pay you $172.84. Now, $30 you're going to get paid up front, but $142.84 goes into what is called a deferred bonus account, which means this: you're going to get paid on it, but not right now. Okay. But you're going to make $172.30, but you're going to get $30 up front from Raymond, David, and Lewis, and the $142.84 goes into a deferred bonus account for those 3 people also. But look what just happened. Do you notice that Robert is in red? And see, the reason why Robert is in red, because you just got a promotion. See, the good thing about our companies is you get to decide when you want to get promoted. You can get promoted in an hour, a day, a week, a month, or a year. It's up to you. You put in the effort, you're going to get your promotion. And the promotion requires 3 people. Go to your job and say, hey, guy, I've been here for like 3 weeks. It's time for me to get my promotion. That ain't going to work, is it? No, it ain't going to work.
No, it's not.
But guess what? It's going to work here. Okay, because guess what? You got the number one thing. You got me and the men who surge. And see, and we're going to make sure that we help you get all this stuff, help you get your people. Okay, we're going to make sure that you get these people closed. Okay, and see, well, you can't lose with the stuff that we're going to use on them. So check this out now. You got that promotion. And with that promotion, all right, you made an extra $50. I'm sorry, you make $50, you get extra $20. You make $50 every time someone uses their consultant fee, their consultant, and get someone started in business. So that you're going to get $192, $50 up front, $142.84 goes into what is called a deferred bonus account. You with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. Okay, good. Now, look at this. Remember I said you got a raise, and the raise works like this. Okay. Let's put our business hats on. Okay. Now, check this out, guys. All right. Now, you're going to get $20 because you're only going to get $20 from everybody. Not only, that's pretty good though. $20 from Raymond, David, and Lewis every time they bring in somebody into the business. But check this out. Every time Raymond, David, and Lewis people bring people into the business, you're going to get paid $20 when they get started. So if they bring in 100 people, combined, just them and their whole team, you're going to get $20 for each one of those. Okay. Come on. They doing the work. You ain't going to know these people, but you're going to get a check from these people. So look at this. So I asked you to bring how many people into the business? 4, right? and they're going to do the same thing. They're just going to duplicate it, okay? And when they duplicate it, they got 4 people. So you make $20 off each one of those. You make $240. That's pretty good, man. Because that, you know, you can be on the beach and collect that money. But look at this. You get a small piece of the pie off Raymond, David, and Lewis. But out of the first 3 people that Robert bring into the business, you're going to get a large piece of the pie. You're going to make $162.84 off each person that they bring into the business. And each person that they bring into the business, they bring into the business and bring into the business. So anytime that deferred bonus account reaches $999.88, the company's going to chip in 12 cents and they're going to give you $1,000 bonus. Ain't that nice for them to chip on 12 cents?
All right.
That's going to be a lot when you see, when I start showing you how this stuff works out. They're going to be very generous. Okay. But look at there. Okay. That equates to 7 sales. So that means every time you get 7 sales in a team, in your team builder group, you're going to get $1,000 bonus. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I want you guys to grasp the concept. So Robert got 4 people. These are Robert's 4 people, but each one of those went out and got 3 people. So that's 9, 9, 9. That's 27 people. That's 27 consultants that bought in to help people get started in business. Okay. How many of those yellow K's do you see?
3.
You see 3. That means you got 3 $1,000 bonuses. How many people did you bring into the business?
4.
How many people is everybody else bringing into the business?
4.
Did I say get 400? Did I say go out and get 10? Did I say get 2? I said, no, just 4. And we all know 4 people who want to be rich. And if you don't know 4 people who don't want to be rich, call me and I'll help you find 4 people who want to be rich, okay? Everybody knows 4 people that you can walk down the street and find 4 people that want to be rich. That's all. That's all. And look at this. Look how it explodes. Remember that 9 of Robert's people? Well, they went on and did the same thing. That's 81 new people. Look at there. Guys, there's 12 $1,000 bonuses in your 4th month in the business. Now, remember I talked about unlimited $10,000 bonuses? Every time that you get 100 people on your team, the company's going to send you a $10,000 bonus. Guys, what does unlimited mean? I mean, that means it ain't going to stop, right? Right, Mike?
Absolutely.
This goes down to infinity. Okay, business has people. There's certain things I have to have you to key on. Business has, so when I say that, think as a businessman, we're talking unlimited $1,000 bonuses. Do you see how this thing is playing out? It's playing out through compound math. Everything is compounding against itself. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna speed this up, okay? Now look at that. Look at your 5th month, $54,000 in bonuses. Guys, are we up to somebody's yearly annual income right now? 54,000. That's just in bonuses. There's other money that's there. I'm not even talking about that. But look at there. $174,000 just in bonuses because of what? They're unlimited, Mike. They're unlimited. That means you can get as many as you want. You can get them all in one day or week or whatever. They just keep coming. It's unlimited, Mike. But look at that. That's a game check for LeBron James, though. But look here. $532,000, $1,000 bonus. Well, in bonuses, it's 10,000, 312, 1,000. You guys understand? You got your hats on. You're thinking about it. I want you to have your imagination spinning, guys. Come on, keep up, guys. Look at there, $1.5 million in bonuses. Look at $4,781,000 in bonuses. Did y'all see a $10 million check out there? But look at this, $14 million just in bonuses in your 10th month in the business. Mike, should I take the 11th month or should we stop here?
Go ahead, keep going.
Keep going, okay. I don't want you to pass out. All right, look at it. $43 million in bonuses for your 11th month in business. All right, Mike, you got a towel?
I got it.
Okay, I want you to pat yourself down because, you know, I want you to faint when you see this next number. Look at this one right here. Oh my God, $129 million just in bonuses, guys. Listen, can you imagine yourself making? See, that's why some of y'all ain't gonna get it because you can't imagine it. Why you think I gave up my job with my business of 20 years? Because I saw that. When I saw that, I said, oh, no, I got to get out of here. I got to get to work. Because I know 4 people that want to make some money. And I know they know 4 people. And I know that 4. Know that 4. And we're going to answer questions right at the end of the presentation, okay? So we'll answer all your questions, okay? So stick with me, all right? So anyway, that's, and when you add the 12 months, guys, that's almost $200 million just in bonuses. Folks, these are the founders of our company. And this is what they say. There are no checks too large that our company cannot write. If you're willing to do the work. You notice I emphasize if you're willing to go out and do the work. They said, you can't write a check that they can't cash. Folks, I'm putting them to the test, okay? My goal is for them to write one of them $100 million bonus checks. Okay, I hope your goal is the same way. I know that's what my goal is, guys. Listen to this, but look at this. They have a proven track record, okay? They have already paid out over $60,000 $1,000 bonuses. Folks, that's over $600 million that they've already paid out just in those $1,000 bonuses. Over $610,000 bonuses. 6 $1 million bonuses produced more than 300 millionaires. Folks, who's going to be next? I hope you're going to be next. They've done that already, guys. We're not saying we're redoing something new. We're not reinventing any wheels. Guys, this has been done. We're just duplicating what's there. They say go out and get 3 people. Go out and get 4 people. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and get 4 people because I don't want to follow instructions. Guys, if I say this, I'm going to give you all the ingredients to make a cake and you do it all right, what you going to have at the end of the day? You're going to have a what? A cake. But if you leave out the eggs, that cake ain't going to look too good, is it? So folks, you got to follow the recipe. If it says do it at 375 degrees for a half hour, then whatever it says, that's what you got to do. You don't do, oh, you know what, I don't believe that, so I'm just going to do it at 400 so it can cook fast. No. Folks, it's a simple recipe. It's a simple formula. Just follow the formula and you'll have money for your children's 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 children. So guys, that's all I have to say. I hope I got you thinking. I hope I got your business hats on. I hope you guys understand, guys, that where else on a $499 investment, you can make this type of money. Guys, if someone knows of that right now, speak now, forever hold your peace. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to unmute yourself and we'll stick around for another 30, 40 minutes if you got something that's better than this. I guess no one does. So if that's the case, guys, you need to get with the person who bought you and really take this serious. So that's my time. So Dennis, back to you, Dennis.
All right, switch it over. Give it back to me. Thank you very much.
I'm dumping it back to you.
Hey, you heard everything right there, folks. That was amazing. That's amazing what he just said. Hey, all this stuff right here, all you have to do is have 4 people. That's it. 4 people, and you can get paid all the way around. It's amazing what you can do here. This is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the things. Not only do they give you that type of money, but guess what? I think we have the best director executive program in the industry for doing what you're supposed to do. Like Kelvin said, following instructions. They go out and give you this. You don't have to go out and buy your toys. They're gonna give you the $1 million. He said, use your imagination, like Albert Einstein. I say there is no limits and no boundaries. I see increase all around me. That means you, me, and we can change and transform the world. That's right, folks. And we're going to do this together. Together, everyone at Teams More. We have a great team. So they're going to give you a level 2 director. This is what they're going to give to you. I didn't say that you had to go out and buy it. I didn't say spend your own money. This is what they're going to give to you. You get to pick between a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. So unmute yourselves. Which one would you take, the Challenger or the Charger? Which one?
Challenger.
Charger.
Challenger. All right. Challenger, Charger. Hey,
Charger.
got the need for speed. I love it. Thank you, guys. They're going to give this to you. Not only are they going to give it to you, they're also going to pay your insurance. Now, I want to show you some of the people that have received this vehicle. I want you to see them right here. Take a look at this short video and see what they've done for the company.
come true. A brand new car, no qualification, no credit check. I am signing and driving, baby. This is like no other company on the planet. Can you imagine that a 12-day-old company has been able to promote 9 people and they get a car?
Well, let me tell you something. Surge 365. Surge is a sudden increase. What could be more sudden than in 12 days? Be able to come to a company and get a brand new car.
This is Surge 365, a company of destiny. We're on the road to change our own destiny, and now we got the keys to ride to our destiny.
There's no better program out there right now than what Surge 365 is doing. And I'm excited for the team. I'm excited that everybody has an opportunity to be a part of this and have their own within the next 6 months.
They bought this car for us. That's simple.
All right, you heard it best. They bought this car for you. You know, our purpose, you folks, that's what our purpose is you. Not only, it doesn't stop there. Now, once they give you that vehicle, you get the level 3 director, you get to pick between a Mercedes-Benz, a Jaguar, or a BMW. But not only do you get to pick between these 3 automobiles, drive it for 2 years, and they're going to be signing the pink slip over to you. Plus, they're continuing to pay your insurance as well. So all you're signing and driving for real, folks. It doesn't make a difference. You don't have to worry about your credit score. We got you covered. So let me ask you a question. Out of those 3, which one would you take? The Mercedes, the Jaguar, or the BMW? Unmute yourself. Jaguar.
Mercedes.
BMW. Yes, we all have choices. We come from different sides of the world. But one thing we know how to do is drive a car for free. F-R-E. That's right. But check this out. This young lady, she got a vehicle. Let's see which one she decided to pick out of her free vehicle. That BMW, folks, it is amazing. So then you go to the level 4 director, they're going to give you a Rolex, not a PlayX, a Rolex, an $80,000 Rolex. Not only are they going to give you a Rolex, if you don't want that, that's fine. They're going to give you a 7-day vacation to the Mediterranean on a yacht where you can take 12 of your closest friends. Now they know you're going to be balling. You're taking someone on a 7-day trip to the Mediterranean for free. Oh, your people are going to love you. Folks, it is amazing what this company does. Then you go to level 5 director. You get to pick between one of these 3 vehicles. You get the Bentley. Of course, they're still paying your insurance and everything else. You get to choose between the Bentley, and if you're like me from Southern Cal, you want that drop top to be rolling out there in the sun. Or if you like Big Ron, who's 6'10", 6'11", big tall guy, you want the Bentley Flying Spur. We have whatever size that you want. Now, that's just one of the vehicles you get to pick. Also, you get to pick between this vehicle as well. Do you want the Ferrari? Oh, I got the Need for Speed. I love that car. That's a wonderful vehicle. I love it. So you got the Bentley or the Ferrari. Now, I say go out and test drive to make sure you get which one you like. Or you can pick the Lamborghini. Now I'll go over to what Kelvin said. Hey, use your imagination. Use your imagination. So imagine you've got that 18-wheeler pulling up in front of your house. Puts on a brake, then takes down that ramp. Then he comes up and get onto the vehicle, opens the car door up, pulls down. Of course, he wants to go a little fast, but he parks right on the curb right next to you. Then he walks up to your house, like Publishers Clearinghouse, Ding dong, rings the bell, and you know you got a car coming already, but still it's nothing like having it right at your doorstep. So you walk outside, get those keys, ooh, you smile because you're like, yeah, I did it. I knew I could do it. They really gave me a car like Dennis and Kelvin said. So you walk out there and you're about to get in your car, but guess what? You got those nosy neighbors. That's right, the nosy neighbors. They're looking at you, they're coming out to the car, they're like, how did you get that car? What did you do? You say, hey, I told you, this is what I do. And guess what? Instead of 3 + 1, it becomes 12 to 20 + 1. And now you're really rolling with that money that Kelvin just showed you. So it is amazing what our company will do for you. It doesn't stop there. You go to the next level and they're going to give you $1 million bonus. That's right. They're going to give you $1 million bonus. You say, hey, show me the money. That's right. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that green. And I'm from the Marine Corps, the big green mean fighting machine. We ain't fighting no more. We just getting paid and staying in shade, drinking on some lemonade or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want. You want some limoncello, lemonade, whatever. We got $1 million bonus right in your hand. So folks, it doesn't stop there. You go to the next level. Oh, this is where I love it. Oh, my name is Dennis Mott. I'm on the spot and I'll be chilling on that yacht. That's right. I'm gonna be sitting on the yacht. You're gonna be like, whoa, it's gonna say USS Dennis Mott on the ship. Well, that's my vehicle. That's what I'm gonna be rolling. And you know what? When I get out there, I love water. I'm a water baby. So guess what? I'm gonna have my jet ski right out there. Woo! I'm gonna be rolling out in the ocean, just having a ball on my jet ski, and we're gonna be having a great time. And it doesn't stop there because, hey, I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you because we are a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm taking my team right with me. We're going right out there. We're going to be sipping on hors d'oeuvres, eating dinner, having a great time. And when it's time to lay my head, this is what I said. I'm going to be laying in this bed like, woo, yeah, it's on and cracking. I'm going to be nice, folks. And this is not for me. If you earn it, you can have it too. We don't mind if you come out of jail or you graduated from Yale. We're going to give you the car or the yacht of your choice. Hey, it's going to be great for you. That's what we do right here at Service 365. Now, the option number 2 is $1 million motorhome. That's right. Option number 2 is $1 million motorhome. It's fantastic. You don't have to worry about a pandemic. No such thing as a pandemic because you're going to be riding around in your $1 million motorhome, going all around the country. And guess what? It looks better than most houses. Look at that right there. Ooh, it is clean. Ooh, clean, clean, clean. And guess what? You got $1 million bonus. So you're not going to drive it. You're going to hire somebody like Driving Miss Daisy. That's exactly what you're going to do. Have it just like that and Driving Miss Daisy. It's going to be great, folks. It's going to be masterful. We're going to go ahead and take it and get it done for you. Oh, somebody's scribbling, but that's okay. We're going to get that out of there somehow. Take it out, erase it, clear it. All right, clear all drawings. Wow, it's gone. That's what we do right here. We make sure we take care of everything. So you're going to be on your $1 million motorhome, and it doesn't stop there, folks. You can go even further. Guess what? Not only do you have $1 million motorhome, we had a third choice for you, and that is, guess what? $1 million vacation home. That's right. You can go anywhere in the world you want it. You want to be Belize, Bermuda, Bahamas. Hey, anywhere you want, you can do it. One of the B's, you don't care where it is. Or you can place it anywhere in the world that you like. Costa Rica, we don't mind. It is your $1 million home. So you get to choose between one of those things. You can take it, you can take the yacht, you can take the motorhome, or you can have the vacation home. And guess what? You can put a basketball court on it, a jacuzzi, a pool, whatever you want to do. You take your family in this pandemic, go anywhere you want, and you can have a family reunion or whatever the case may be. And it just doesn't have to be the $1 million home. You saw all that money Kelvin did. You want a $5 million home, you do whatever you want, but it is yours, and they never have missed a check. This is a wonderful company to be in. Folks, this is amazing. So I got a question for you. Which car will you choose? The Ferrari, the Bentley, or the Lamborghini? Which one would you choose?
Ferrari.
All right, Ferrari, Billy. All right, I'm a Ferrari man. I'll take that.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. All right. So which one would you choose between the $1 million yacht, motorhome, or the vacation home? Which one would you choose?
Vacation home.
All right.
Motorhome.
Motorhome.
I heard motorhome, vacation home, and I got the yacht. So we can switch up every 4 months and take out and do whatever we want to do. So thank you guys. Hey, if you're a guest out here, hopefully you'll be the first person to come on and join us here at Service 365 and be one of our fabulous family right here. We have a great family out here. We're just like brothers and sisters, cousins, uncles and aunts. You would be doing just like that and having money to take care of everything you want. But hey, I want to show you this video right here. Remember I told you to go out and test drive the vehicles. choose wisely. Take a look at this. Hey, you can be styling and profiling, but make sure you pick the one that you like and you can use and get in out of. But hey, I want to leave you right here with Dr. Christopher Coakley with a couple of words of wisdom. Who are you following? Take a look at this.
Who are you following and why? Who's the leadership that you're currently working with? Is it someone who's truly achieving success or someone who's running from company to company looking for an easy paycheck? People have got to know that if they change their lives and put everything on the line to achieve their goals and dreams, that their leader is absolutely committed. If I had to define leadership, I'd say it's the will and capacity to rally people towards a common goal or purpose, but most importantly, having the character to inspire confidence in people to absolutely do what it takes to win. Picking a leader or mentor is so important. I would have never achieved half of the things I've achieved in life if it wasn't for the mentors that I've had along the way. It's so important that you make sure you find someone, find a leader, find a mentor whose purpose, whose goals are in alignment with what you want to get out of life. See, everything, absolutely everything, rises or falls based on the leadership. If you're not in the right place at the right time with the right leadership, now might be the time for you to make a decision. Now might be the time for you to make a change. Now might be the time for you to find that company, find that leadership team that can show you how to achieve all your goals and dreams.
All right. So who are you following? That is excellent. Folks, I want to thank you all. Let me bring this to an end right here. I want to just go ahead and open up the line and see if everybody's out there. Thank you all for maintaining and staying with us. See that I have a couple of questions out there. Hey, he said, hey, make a decision. It is decision time. Right now, you've seen it, like Kelvin said, for $500, where can you be able to make unlimited income? We're right here for you. Here are the lines open up. So I want to go straight out to Nyree Stevens. How are you doing, Nyree? Can you unmute yourself? Nyree.
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, spectacular. So thank you for staying on with us. What did you like best about what you saw, Nyree?
The way that I can improve in life being with the company.
All right, the way you can improve in life by being with the company, that is outstanding. That is outstanding. So Nyree, you saw the whole video. So I want to ask you the whole presentation. Well, one more question for you, Nyree. Out of a 1 to 10, 1 meaning you're not interested at all, 10 meaning you're ready to join tonight, where do you see yourself within that frame?
I'll say 9, maybe, yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. We did our job. Anybody that says that, hey, we really appreciate you coming out here. And thank you, Robert, for bringing her in. Robert just joined the business about 3 to 4 days ago, and he's bringing his 3+1, and he's going to be making those millions of dollars as well. So thank you very much, Nyree. Nyree, where are you calling in from? What city?
From New York City.
New York. Oh, I'm in New York too. Oh my goodness. Hey, we might have to meet up sooner or later. I'm out here too. So, hey, keep in touch. Hey, are you from the Bronx? I don't know. Robert,
yeah, the Bronx.
South Bronx. All right.
Yeah.
Out in Brooklyn, Queens. So, hey, thank you very much. That is great. So I'm gonna go over to Divine Legacy. Who's that's Divine Legacy? Can you unmute yourself?
That's Joseph. That's Clifton's guest.
Oh, that's Clifton's guest. Okay, Joseph, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
All right, Joseph. Now, did you see the whole presentation or just part of it?
Oh no, I got to see pretty much. I only missed like maybe 10 minutes of it because I was
Okay.
figuring it out.
All right.
But, yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Joe.
You know, I had to be here.
All right, I appreciate Clifton got you. Clifton did his job. That's right. Clifton is outstanding.
This is his second presentation.
Say that again.
That's his second presentation.
Oh, his second one. So,
He was on
Joseph,
last night.
what did you like best about what you saw?
And just some clarification, so you know it's Joshua. I really liked more or less the aspect of being able to change your financial situation completely around. That's something that I've been really trying to do, as well as create generational wealth, because these are all things that promised to us by Abraham. So more or less, I want to make these things not only happen for not only my family but others. And having the right mindset and the right capabilities and the right people in your corner, really does make a difference and really can push you in the right direction. And you are the right people to follow.
That is totally correct. I really appreciate that, because you are definitely with the right company. You're right in the right spot at the right time, because if you're talking like that, it says we should have abundance. We should live in abundance. We should be the lenders and not the borrowers. We should be fruitful and multiply. So if you're talking like that, man, you are definitely in the right place at the right time. So that's why I want to ask you one more question. Out of 1 to 10, out of scale of 1 to 10, with 0 being you're not interested and 10 meaning you're ready to sign up right now, where would you be in between that scale?
I would have to say, just to make sure, I would say a 9.
All right, a 999. You right on time, and we're gonna show you how to make that money all the time. That's right. We're gonna leave a legacy for you and your family. You're going to see it. Hey, one thing I do know, like Mr. Michael Shields out there, which we'll get to talking to him about, hey, how you can have residual income. We'll go to that one. So thank you very much. I see Mikey's hand up right quick. Mikey, yes, ma'am. Mikey, I see your hand raised.
I'm right here. Hold on. I just got to move from my screen. I just wanted to give thank you for Nyree to be a guest for her dad, and just put out there, she's an amazing artist, and I saw her work online. So look under Nyree Stevens and give the girl some props. I just want to put that out there.
Thank you.
Right.
Definitely gonna follow.
Thank you. You two guests, I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you all being here. And just to give us 9s, we're just gonna want one more level, and we're gonna make you a 10, and we're gonna do it over again and again and again. And repetition is the key to all learning. And we want to compound the recruiting and make you have as much money as you want, as much as you want to do. Just imagine, and we're gonna take you to the top. So with that said, I want to go out and ask some of the men who surged what they thought about this, and give us their last words right here. I'm gonna go out to Kelvin Turner. Kelvin, out of California. Let's hear what you have to say. You want any parting words?
First of all, I want to say apologize for Joshua, called him Joseph, but those are 2 strong Bible names, Joseph and Joshua. Okay. And anyway, guys, again, don't pass on this opportunity. Don't be like the guy who passed on Federal Express. You guys, take advantage of this. And again, you can have money for your kids. And folks, who else is out there is going to pay 12 cents to bring you up to $1,000? No, but who else is out there that's really trying to help you guys make some money? I mean, people are trying to take money out of your pocket. Guys, we're on this call to put money in your pocket. We're not trying to take anything from you. We're trying to give you something, and take advantage of what we're trying to give you. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelvin, the words of wisdom out there. So I'm gonna go out to Clearwater, Florida, to my partner out in Clearwater, Florida, from the Men Who Surge, Mr. Jay Johnson.
Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Mott and Kelvin. Great presentation, man. I was taking notes over here. It's just amazing. Hey, listen, I want to talk to the guests that are on the line right now. I want to ask you one very, very simple question, and that is, what if this works in your favor? Where will you be 5 months from now, 10 months from now, a year from now? Can you see this working for you? I want you to really, really think about that for a second and think in that mindset. What if it does work? No matter what people say, what if it actually works in your favor? Where will you be a year from now? And it's just start jotting that down and get back with the person who brought you onto this line, because we want to actually help you make it to that level as well. We're here for you. We're here to build this business with you. Go, go, go. Go be it, go do it, so you can go have it. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Jay, out of Clearwater, Florida. Folks, we are here. We're a team, and we all want you to be successful. So I'm going to go out to Atlanta, Georgia, to my man, Mr. Michael Seals. Take it away, Mike.
Hey, once again, there was an outstanding presentation tonight. You guys just knocked it out the box. And I just want to leave it for the guests. Just imagine being able to do something one time and getting paid for it over and over and over again. That's what residual income will do for you. The eighth wonder of the world. Back to you, Dennis.
All right. Thank you very much. That is so enlightening. He is correct. Get paid for what you did 5 years ago. Hey, profits are better than wages, folks. And if you can get residual income out of that, woo, that's what I'm talking about. People talking about Hollywood, Hollyweird, they getting paid over. If you've seen Good Times, they're getting paid over and over and over again. We're going to show you how you can do the same thing and you don't have to be on TV. You can be sitting in somewhere under a tree just getting paid over and over again. So I'm going to go out here to my best friend out there out of Cleveland, Ohio, the radio personality, my man, your friend, the man of wisdom, Mr. Harvey Zay. Take it away, Harvey.
All right, Dennis Mott, you sure got a lot to say. Thank you very much. And this has been one great presentation. I noticed all of the in the chat box, so many people enjoyed what we presented tonight. And we want you to know that you have seen a good part of what we do and how we can do it. But this is only the beginning. Once you're in the inside of the business, it gets better, much better. If we could show you everything, we'd be here till after midnight. So we showed you the beginning. And now it's up to you to look further, because when you come into this business, if you're like most of us, you start saying, wow, I didn't know it was this good. I had a lady come up to me at my spiritual center a few weeks ago with tears in her eyes. And she had joined me several months ago. And she said, oh, you know, if I had known it was this good, I would not have waited 3 or 4 weeks to start. I'm behind. So she is like many of the people that we bring into the business, saying that this business is much better than I thought it was. So you will not be disappointed. When you're in this business, all you have to do is have your goals. And as has been said earlier, you don't achieve your goals alone. We have mentors, and that's the secret of wealth. Many people who are wealthy now, they didn't do it alone. It took a group, as Kelvin said, to come together, and there is strength in numbers. Have you ever tried to break a number 2 pencil? You can do that with 2 hands, break it right in half. But try that with 6 number 2 pencils. You can't do it. You see? So with us together, we are very, very strong, and we're unstoppable. We're just waiting for more business partners that we can help, because we're not only in the money to help ourselves and our family, but we're here to help a lot of people. We're building a team that's very, very big. So we're going to spread across this country. We have 6 other foreign countries that we're working with. We're going to bring people into the business, and then the world will hear about us. Before this time next year, we'll be in 4 to 5 more countries. We're going to keep going and growing as far as we can go. And with you with us, you're here at the right time. And the people that you bring, you're for, well, they're going to say you're one of the greatest heroes that they've ever had, because what will happen to them if they decide to take care of the business. We don't make you do anything. We will certainly encourage you and help you, and just make sure that you achieve your reasons. Now, we have something called the why. The why. When we have a why we're doing the business, it drives us strong. If you want to leave a legacy for your children, grandchildren, so forth, that's good. If you have something you want to accomplish over the next 5 years, we can do that in 3 or 4 years, maybe 2. If you have something for like retirement plans ahead, I know you're very young now, but that day will come. Our day will come. Remember that song? Then you'll have the money to do what you want to do, to travel the world at a big reduction, and you'll have the people with you, your family. Did you see that yacht where you can bring 12 people on the yacht with you for a vacation? It's one of your rewards, and all those rewards are amazing. And they're not fiction. They are true. We know it is because it's been done over and over. Are people getting $1 million? Yes, they are, because they believe they could. They went to work and got it. So it's up to you. If you believe you can, yes, you can. If you don't believe you can, you know what happens. So believe and receive. That's what I have to say. Dennis, thank you. Back to you.
All right. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. Kelvin is doing a great job. If you want to see him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time, and 9 p.m. Eastern time. You can check him Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And his password is get paid. That's right, get paid. So if you are here and you were joined by someone on the call, get with them and they can give you the information. And on Thursday nights, I'll be doing one as well on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. And it's the same place that you just came here. Just do it, and we're gonna get that done. So thank you all very much. Go out and have a great weekend, and I'll see you all on the beaches and adventures of the world, healing nations with vacations. All right, goodbye. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
All right, I am healed.